sabotage from the government and
I don't know why. I don't know why everyone's saying they were thrown out of the case. They were thrown out of the coroner inquest, which is only a fact finding.
Yeah,
That's not.
We keep on saying case. Thank you for the from the coroner.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thanks for the correction. Yeah, so that also can work because I mean we don't know the reason as an S for now, but by the time you get the letter, we'll be able to work around it and see how it can be used. I'll keep coming with more. Okay.
I also believe that Bankole and Smith, which are the lawyers for Outer Universe, could come in at a different angle, avoiding the inquest altogether and come in on a different angle. So I think anything is possible if we work on it. Sitting here talking with no action, it will get us nowhere. There's no harm in trying. Yeah, Insider backup, it's up to you now.
Yeah, definitely. You see, we need to seek to preserve all public evidence that is there, the voice notes, the videos, social media posts, live streams, and then the testimonies of those fans, friends, and eyewitness, as Abby and sort of said. So we need to preserve those evidence and then have public investigative journalists to do a deep dive report on these videos and evidence, and then present them the fact as it is, and then we can use that as a pressure and for advocacy purposes to show that injustices are being met out on several fronts based on the information that is available. Those are facts that with videos and audios, and then look at for inconsistency and all that. So we need a media team, a journalist, and then investigative journalists within the media houses, which we can approach and then give them these informations and videos, and then preserve it after the private investigators have done their job. Then we can now harmonize everything and see if we can forge a formidable front in getting justice for Mohbad. It's not only justice for Mohbad. It is justice for everybody, and also subsequently we can know how to work around issues that is relating with things like this. In our society, we shouldn't fold our hands and behave as if everything is normal or everything is impossible when we've not even tried it out. So, I don't know, African TV was here. I did mention his name with regards to helping us with the bar sessions, and then the other foundation, Bankole and Smith. We could talk to them and also look at areas where they can help forge those relationships, and then write to the joint bar sessions, have a meeting with them, present the fact as it is to them, and then J Clock and K Crown look at how they can work around and see the media houses they can help us talk to, and then we preserve those videos that we have, those audios, and then we look for investigative journalists who will be on board for many of the media houses and then do their own work for us. The facts are too compelling for us to ignore and pretend as if justice is being served. No, the facts are too compelling. So these are the issues.
So, Insider Backup, what is our first step? And when do you think we should take the first step?
I was just afraid African TV was here, but I don't know if J Clock have been able to reach out to the Yomi and Lady Harris. I don't know if he has been able to do that. And also, let's reach out to Other Universe, and then we send you some of the details you can present to them, and then we look at areas where they can be more effective in helping us. And then if there is need for anything, we communicate with the public. But we need to talk first with them and see it's not actually them working together. It's just working for a cause. And then we have a strategy. So the strategy is to get the Nigerian Bar Association involved and let them help us form the legal framework that will enable us get justice for Mohbad. We present the fact as it is to them. I suggest African TV to help us look at those areas and the other TV universe if they are in. And then for petitions, the private investigators and all the rest, we could share those responsibilities with Yomi Fabi, and I will speak to Yomi Fabi. If I see him online, I will talk to him, and also Lady Harris, and see how we can work around those. And then J Clock and K Crown, who have already been on this case, we see how they can help us tour the media houses and then present fact as it is, and then look at how we can preserve those informations that we have, the videos, the audios, and all those documents that are necessary for us to, for those houses to. And the main purpose is to get the journalists, investigative journalists, to be on board to investigate what has happened. And because the media houses have been otherwise very silent. And so we write to them, we visit them, and then make sure we get them on board. And then we can now forge ahead from there. So I don't know if you've been able to get any information from J Clock.
Okay. Okay, I think it still needs a lot of discussion as well, and we're still waiting for correspondence from two people. So I think we need to give them a little time to respond.
Okay, so if you have also the contact of Ada Universe, you can get across to her, and also talk to the lawyers and see the kind of relationship we can have with the Nigerian Bar Association. And also African TV. I want African TV to be involved, especially with the relationship with the Bar Association, because he has some valid information and he can represent us well in those places.
I don't really know why. Okay.
Go ahead, Salsa. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't really know why people are finding this whole Mohbad, even from like the barrier. Place in that coffin, in that casket, is a crime against humanity. That can even be another big crime, because you cannot bury any human being like that. So this kind of thing, maybe cases can be even looked into it by international bodies, because that's crime against humanity. His neck was broken, his legs was broken, placed in a little casket, buried in the rain, like so many cameras, people like just shouting around on him. That's crime against humanity. That was improper. And there is even a clause, or this law is even in Nigeria, that if you bury someone without knowing the cause of death, it's a crime. If you embalm someone without knowing the cause of death, it's a crime. And we still have these people walking freely. So I still don't understand how Nigeria judiciary system works. Because if anything is in the law as a crime, it has to work. It has to be implemented in any area, anytime, any day. the law don't have like favoritism. You don't have to favor anything. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's say if Mohbad was actually treated by strangers, like no family member was there, and you saw him being buried like that by strangers, won't you arrest them? So because you want to tell me it's because of his family, no, now that the laws doesn't work like that. A law is always a law. You cannot favor anybody. Law is blind. It doesn't have to see or look who is who or who is that. So I don't understand why are they actually not seeing like a crime was committed. Let's forget about his killing, his spying. But even the burial was chaotic. It was very toxic. It was very inhumane. It was very unsympathetic. Everything that happens on that burial ground, there is nothing like proper burial. So why are the Nigeria government not seeing this act as a crime too? Let me meet for now.
Welcome, AY Listic. Do you want to speak?
Am I audible, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You see, the thing is this here. I think what we need to do is just to hang on. And next week is actually we're going to be in July. So the corona is supposed to come back in June. Now, well, today's 28th, so I don't know if that's going to happen this month again. I think we just have to see what this corona bring forward. Okay, because there are just so many wrongdoings in this whole case by this family that if the corona brings something that is not, implicating any of these people, then that's when that's going to be our weapon, to be honest. Because listening to Salzo just now, when you hear the things, so many wrongdoings, no dignity to the dead body, nothing, the way everything was handled, I just hope that this corona, when their advice comes out, their advice comes out, we're going to get something that is, indicting all of these people. Because to be honest, it's just so. And to me, I don't feel again, it seems we are like jumping the gun. I know that all of these things were concerned and all of that, but I just want to see what this corona brings forward. That will determine, it's going to be something that we're going to use as a weapon, or we're going to be happy with it and say, okay, this is something good has been done. Do you understand? So basically, that's just what I want to say. I'm so sorry. I just want to say. This is what I want to say. Sorry.
Thank you.
Realistic, yeah, you are correct that we need to wait for the corona to conclude, so we know what it is that they present. But we already knew that the investigation by the police presented to the corona will not fulfill a proper and transparent result from the corona. It is already obvious that the DPP has went ahead to even charge people to court before the corona concludes a sitting. Though it is in their right to do so if they have established their own prima facie. They've seen that there's sufficient evidence that wrongdoing has been done, and certain individuals are culpable, and they should be charged to court. So it is in their own right to do that, especially when the nurse has confessed that he injected Mohbad, and there were instances where he reacted to those injections. Now, this is one part of the case. Another part of the case is the poor investigation of the police, which we will not look at and then pretend as if that is just what it is. We want it to be thoroughly done so that we will clear our doubts that there are no stone unturned in getting people who actually caused what led to Mohbad, not that the nurse is just taking a fall for it. So those doubts needs to be cleared. And if it is still there, we presume that injustice is being served. So I want to be compelled that the police have done proper investigation. But in our own opinion, and between you and I, we can see the chaos they caused during their investigation. This chaos had led to people teaming up for Baba Mohbad, for Wunmi and all that. And this has nothing to do with getting justice. So it also even bothers everybody the more that how can certain individuals be having team of supporters if truly justice is there already. So some people are ready to rejoice that they are working on the path of justice. So how can that be when the police themselves has failed to show transparency in what they are doing? Remember in the first preliminary report they gave us, they told us that they will be giving us information as the investigation continues. They never did thereafter. There was no briefing on Mohbad's demise after the first preliminary report to tell us where the investigations have gotten to, who is unless when they declared Prime Boy, they declared him wanted. Those are the only things that we saw. And then later on, Prime Boy was exonerated, then removed from even their charge. So it shows a lot going on that needs to be scrutinized. So we will not wait too long for the coroner court. We will pretend as if they are doing a good job, but also we will task the police first on if they've done a proper investigation. And if they've done so, let them present the fact that, okay, investigation that has been done. Especially when the sister of the widow is telling us that Mohbad used to transfer money. Mohbad's money is being controlled by 3 accounts. The mothers of the widow has 3 accounts that they use to collect Mohbad's money and all that. So could there be reasons why these things happen to him or anything? So police needs to tell us all this, and then they needs to tell us that they've done enough phone forensic and these are their findings. If that is done and our conscience are clear about it, why not we accept that the nurse did it? But if that still remains undone, then there's a problem somewhere. And this we need to unravel as a public with interest in this case. So believe me, we need to go to the bottom of it as holistically as possible, unbiased and with all openness. Because of this, the unbiased nature, the lack of transparency nature of the police had pitched different individuals against themselves, especially members of the family. And this has caused it.
Yeah, sorry, let me...
African TV, please. We need your contribution in this.
Yeah. My phone acted up. I don't know what happened when Sazot was calling my name. But anyhow, first thing I want you to see, personally for me, you're the spokesperson for this new formation. So as a spokesperson, 2 things I want to empower you with. I'm at the construction site. Can you hear the banging? Is it disturbing you? Is it disturbing? Can you hear me at all? Hello, insider. Hello. Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So if insider is listening and for you, Thunderfire, personally for me, I think insider is the spokesperson for this new formation. As a spokesperson, I want to empower him with 2 points. First one is we're not talking about money. IT guy came up talking about money. How are we going to raise funds? It's a good question, but I believe at the wrong time. At the time where people are already out there trying to think that this is a scheme, people already giving the formation a bad name when it's not even started yet. So issues of money should not be discussed, or fundraising should not be discussed until the formation and the people are already in place. This is just an idea, that we're hatching up to help reform this J4M. So be guided when people start asking you about money. We did not talk about money that first day. And the first guy that went out there lambasting the idea lied that they were talking about money. So this question coming this morning, I was not happy listening to that question. I mean, it's a good question, but at the wrong time. Then second thing is, if the people that don't want to join, they don't have to be convinced. People don't need to be convinced. I don't know who said this, which was a good idea. I think it was Abby. The way forward, when the baby is born, how do you plan to raise the baby? What's the baby going to be in this world? That should be our focal point now, and we've laid the foundation. It's to hold the government, the police accountable. If you as a people, anybody out there asking, what does this formation want to do? If you can't see anything that the police has done wrong, then definitely you cannot see the ideology and the reason for this formation. If you need anybody to convince you that the police did not treat Mohbad's petition, that Mohbad died not knowing the outcome of his petition, and that this formation would wake that up and work towards that, if you cannot see that Joseph Aloba did not mention the blood pool, if you cannot see the way the burial took place, if you cannot see that the nurse injection, the content of the injection was not found in the body of Mohbad, and the nurse is being taken to trial, if you cannot see all the negligent acts of the family and the police, then you definitely do not need to be told the purpose of this formation. I said there's minimum at least 10 negligent acts that this formation can act upon to get Mohbad justice. So people would come and make it difficult for you to focus on the way forward. If you've been in this movement and you understand what has happened, you should not be against this formation. This formation is not against anybody, but fighting for Mohbad, for the police to do the right thing, hold them accountable. If we have to file mandamus, we will file it. If we have to do fiat, we will do it. That's what this is all about. This is what we have done in the beginning, but we did it wrong. We did it wrong because our minds, our heart was open to and receptive to everybody. But now we have come to a stage where we realize that we were infiltrated, we were deceived, we were manipulated, and now we're trying to chart a better way forward. And all you really need to do is support the movement, jump on it, and hope for the best. If we solve only one injustice for Mohbad, we would have done right. Only one. Just get the police to correct one mistake. We would have done fine. There is a saying, if you want to go to the stars and you land on the moon, You have done well. You have done better than those who did not try to go anywhere. There are people openly condemning justice for Mohbad. There are people out there. Hold on a second, please. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I have to mute for now. Let somebody else speak. Need to attend to some customers. Sorry.
Hey, host. Yes.
I think Mr. Africa TV did not really get my point. I used the word can, CAN. So, and then I went on by saying like, as in, for instance, bringing in ADE or ADA Foundation so that we can actually get some information, like the letter that was returned to them, withdrawing them from the corona. I wasn't really 100% supporting the recruiting of the old justice for Mohbad fighters. You know, I was picking and highlighting and also saying it can work. You know, he did not understand me, but it's not a biggie anyway.
I think he's been busy with whatever he's doing, so he didn't catch everything correctly.
Yeah.
Welcome back, IT guy.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, just a quick one, because I'll be listening in and out, on and off, because I've got a busy day in front of me here.
Okay.
So, I think the problem, we're beginning to have a problem already. And we're beginning to attack ourselves now. And African TV is coming with an attack. Now, this guy needs to understand that the reason why everything we've done before is failed is because we do it without vision. There is no way you're going to start anything at all that requires the support, financial support from people, efforts from people who probably will give you pro bono, people who probably gonna give you a free service, and even pro bono is not even cheap. It's not even 100% zero all the way. Now, if you engineer a process and people are asking valid questions, you're now not going to say, we shouldn't discuss money now, we discuss money later, now is not the right time. African TV, if I set up a foundation today, are you trying to tell me with my mission and my visions, I won't work out how the money is going to come, where the money is going to come from, which international bodies I need to approach, who can sponsor me? So let's not start engineer all these attacks to start telling people what they should not say and what they should say. And we're talking about leadership. And we're looking up to you as one of the people we want to appoint to be our leaders. And now you want to suppress democracy. You now want to tell people when to speak and when not to speak, which item to speak about and not to speak about in an open forum. It's an open forum. So if we are open and we're in the air and there's no transparency and there's suppression and there is a demotion of democracy, you tell me, African TV, how you going to get anywhere with this course and how people should start trusting you that you actually have the pedigree of leadership. Thank you.
I will respond to you in 5 minutes. Like I said, I'm attending to clients, so 5 minutes, very important points to be responded to, so please forgive me. 5 minutes.
Hi, host.
Yes, Abby. Yeah, I'm here.
I'm sleeping now, you know. Where is that silly weird guest?
I don't know.
Anyway, you know, I don't know, but let me just reserve what I wanted to say now. I'll inbox you. I'm not quite sure about it. Yeah, it's something I'm not sure of. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Hello, good morning. Let me quickly address something.
All right.
And I want to throw this out there before it gets out of control. Mr. African Television and Mr. IT Guy, I think you two have a score to settle, and I think you should settle it out of this discussion. Because in the last 3 days, I've seen the two of you confronting each other whenever you talk. And I don't think we need that energy. We sincerely don't need that energy. So please, it is good for you to resolve your issue outside and leave every other person out of it. If anybody has anything, at this time, we are looking to mobilize people together.
Stop, I'm beginning to get fed up of this. Paparano will infer the same thing on his platform.
Wasting dust that have been raised in the past, and we are continuously doing it.
Look, if African TV says something,
because that is what I see.
If African TV says something, and we are talking about this matter as it is, and I'm responding to exactly what has been said this morning, I don't really see anything of an attack towards his personality. Paparano did the same thing on his platform the last time. And I have to calm down.
No.
Yes.
That is the way this thing is coming out like. See,
no.
I am not on Paparano's platform. So if I am also talking in the like sum of Paparano, maybe you need to check it.
No.
If I was not on Paparano's platform, I only listen to the audio that is out, and maybe you need to check it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that if someone is making a point, I'm making a point right now.
People have been talking.
No, I'm making a point.
I will appreciate it if I have wait now. No, allow me to make my own. That you make your point. Now, if Susie, for example, have made a contribution. Susie have highlighted why it will not work and all that, and where she stands. Now, when I came out to make my own submission, I did not attack the position of Susie. No, I only made my own and let it be. Let us leave the group that are going to form. Let us leave them with them crystallizing whatever comes up, removing what they will remove, and looking at how it will work. Then we can now criticize the whole project based on their own presentation, not on the presentation of individual address. That is what I think. So that at this stage we don't go confrontational. Everybody throw it up. We will all be here by God's grace, and we cannot go through it. So we don't start it by saying you this. No, let's leave it at that. We know where we're going, and that was why I told Insider, come out with your vision, come out with your mission, come out with your objective. We will now criticize whatever they come based on that, not based on people's feelers, based on what they come with. That is a mock weight. That is just my humble opinion. It's simply my humble opinion. So I want us to just look at it.
I will accept your opinion, but what I'm trying to say,
every idea is stupid at this.
Aristocrat, the point I'm trying to make is... But let us have it crystallized first. The point I'm trying to make is, everybody will have an opinion, which is the reason why we wanted this to be an open forum. Now, if someone then...
Trying to take himself out now. He's trying to take himself out now.
Anyway, we should not really discuss this issue more because they will see it as so that they won't say they were talking about it in TikTok.
Let's leave that one.
So I mean, we cannot analyze this issue.
Committing blood. Let's go on committing blood. Let's go on that one because we still have a lot of things. That guy said today, we still have a lot of things to discuss about vomiting blood as well. We haven't got there. If I say something, I will vomit.
We need Zlatan as well. We need Zlatan because it's in between all things. We need Zlatan.
I want everyone to still understand something about Zlatan. See, not everybody has the balls to come out and interfere in a sensitive case like this? Come on, let's take an example.
Don't say that.
Hold on.
You know why?
Hold on. I will say it. Hold on. Let me land now. Let me land now.
Let him land.
I've not said anything now. Let me land. Now, let's take an example. I said, not everybody has the balls to come out and say something, and put mouth or maybe bear witness, in a sensitive case as this. Because sometimes in our society or around us, something will happen, even in your street. If you are a witness to it, if police come out, how many of you will come out and say, yes, I witnessed this, I say this, I say that? Nobody. Sometimes some of this thing is psychology. Not everybody can come out and say this. And that was why you see that the only way.
Saying that if something happened to your friend and you know what actually transpired in between and all that, so you're not going to stand to defend your friend to say the truth.
Understand that.
You're not be talking about this issue. Let them interview.
Hold on. Understand that Mohbad and Sam Larry,
they are everywhere.
Zlatan has a relationship with Mohbad. Also has a relationship with Sam Larry. You understand? So, and the only way Zlatan could even dodge Sam Larry is to tell him that if he talk, blood will come out of his mouth. You don't understand what it means. He doesn't want to get involved. That is what I want you to understand. He doesn't want to get involved.
Take crown, please.
He doesn't want to get involved.
That's where you think.
Can I just come in?
That's where you think.
We're talking about death here now. We are talking about death. You don't want to get involved in what? Please, no, that's not a talk. Now, this is my own thought personally. Let me just. I've been listening to it sincerely. The interview, I've go over it. I've played personally. The only thing I can figure out from the whole thing this guy said is like, I asked myself, why are you coming out now? Why are you saying this thing now? Can anybody, let you go our mind. Why do you think he's saying this thing now? You see, when something is late, it's late. What is telling us now? He can do it almost 2 years ago. This guy has been castigated, he has been embarrassed, he has been. You see, if they feel they are above the law in Nigeria, we shouldn't give them an excuse. A human being is dead.
Sorry, that I want to cut you. Do you know that nobody has that boldness to interview that guy says? Even our nobody.
Okay.
Nobody has that bold to interview that guy says.
Okay.
Nobody.
Okay. The boldness to interview.
Even all of us that we are talking on TikTok, which of us that's okay, let me go and look for Sam Larry and even interview him as Sam Larry, we have been hearing this story. Is it nobody? If that man did not make appointments to go and meet him, these are some of the things that we're supposed to be doing. People that are involved, let us look for them. If truly we are looking for justice. Are you getting my point? Let us look for them.
I'm not getting your point.
Question.
No, I'm not getting your point.
This is my point. You said, why is it only late?
Can you please clarify for me?
The point is this.
No.
Yes.
Let me ask this question.
Okay.
Let me ask you.
Okay, sir. Ask me. Yes, sir.
You believe is VDN that went to him, not him telling VDN, I have something to say about this. Is that what you are saying?
No. Yes. I'm a VDN group. VDN have been saying that is the group. You understand? He's looking for, he's the one looking for time to talk to Sam Larry. Sometimes Sam Larry will say, no time. You understand? So before
mind you, where I will take it.
we are in Nigeria.
I will take that as a picture of salt. I will take it as a picture of salt. You see.
Let me tell you something. Sorry, sir.
Video say that he want to Toto Naramali before. Why it did happen, we don't know. That he want to interview Sandari. I mean,
yes.
And Naramali. They are both Mali. Now, if you look at it this way, unless you want to change my mind, I believe he is the one that want to be head. William is so busy that I'm looking for him.
Hold on. So like, can I say something, sir? Sorry to say. See, VDM is not only one person we have in Nigeria. It's when this thing happened, this boy that we're talking about, that all of us were here for, he has a family. Did anybody in that family call that guy that you were bullying and someone to interview you?
Please, we are talking about
Forget the family now.
Forget the family.
This is the problem.
Okay, let's forget family.
You see, that's what I don't want to.
From the beginning, you people be saying that this person, he has wife, he has a mother, he has father. If we can listen to this guy interview, only I love him so much. He's my boy. And your boy, you are looking for justice. You can't come out and defend him and say something you know.
Good. Can we why is this guy coming out now?
People do it like this.
Listen to me now, sir.
People that you call your boy.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say. That
somebody have to go to him for interview to do something. You can't come out and say something. You can't even do video. You can't even do voice message and throw it out.
Good.
Please.
Good.
You can't imagine.
You are my page, shoe. You are my page. See, that is something I also noticed there. You say you are the one that was promoting this guy video. Yes, but when he cried, you did not promote. You did not say anything about him. Now nobody has even also have time. Like I'm not talking about time. Have boldness to say we want to ask you some questions. Nobody. So it's not like, because it's according to God, that is why I'm saying this, you know. He said, what is it now? Not now. Nobody has a boldness to meet him. It's for you to meet him and ask him questions.
Natural. You see, somebody has accused you. We've accused this guy.
Mr. Shalaki.
The onus is on him. It's on him. Nobody will call him. You see, now don't do this nonsense they are doing. Because they have money. I mean, you see, you don't judge anybody.
Hello.
This is being talked on
Mr. Shalaki.
You are
don't forget.
Accused.
Don't forget that this guy
Samlari
was invited.
The onus is on you.
And he came
to express yourself. Like, what is it today?
Narrative to the police.
You are doing this for wrong.
Hello.
I don't know why you guys keep indulging nonsense. It's like nonsense to me.
Hello, everyone.
Mr. Shalaki.
Hello.
Sam Larry was invited by the police, and he came to Nigeria. He submitted himself to the police, and he was detained for maybe 2 months, or if I can, 1 month or thereabout. So whatever thing is coming out to do now, for me, maybe because of my, I don't think it's a damage control as far as I'm concerned. Maybe it's just telling the story.
Okay, I can put it to you now. I can put it to you now. He did it because of damage control. He did it because of Mohbad and DVP. This guy was being discharged, not acquitted.
Hello.
All of them are discharged, not acquitted. Now he has to express himself. As I said, guys, take this on board. Take this on board. He said he has evidence of everything he's saying. He said he had evidence. Which is very scary. It's scary to anybody.
Yes, sir.
Most as you Mohbad